So yesterday, after doing the review of Fluent Community, a lot of people were asking me about this service called Circle. Now, it's a similar platform where you can create your online community and you can monetize it and so on. I mean, this is pretty much similar, or at least what I've found similar to Fluent Community. Now, let's take a look and compare the features and see which one is better. So first of all, just by looking at this, I can tell you that this platform, you have to actually go on it to create your community. So you're creating your community on their platform. This is not sitting on WordPress. So that's one of the major differences. Now let's take a look down here. Of course, I don't have access to the actual community, so I can just take a look and see what we have here. So right away, just by looking at this, it's not too far off Fluent Community, because if I come here, you can see we have this side panel here. I have my community here, and I also have my sidebar. And in here, I can do my polls, I can do videos, I can do normal text, and people can respond and so on. So that's what I see in a glimpse right here. Next, here we can see we have discussions. Of course, we have discussions in Fluent Community. So if you come here, you can go into the actual discussions, and we can also do many more things here. You can see here, this is a general discussion, this is about DV related stuff, this is freelancing, and so on. Okay, so let's continue on. What else do they have? Events. Okay, so events, these you can create in your actual community itself. So it is possible to create your events here. The next thing is live. Now, of course, you'd have to plug in your URL to your live show, and then that can play in the actual community. So you can also achieve this. Next, we have courses. So again, over here in Fluent Community, we also have the ability to create courses. I've just created a course tab here. You can see I'm already creating a course called Getting Started with SiteCrafter, and it's in draft mode. So you can actually have courses. Now, the really cool thing about Fluent Community as well is you can have these courses in particular communities. So you don't have to have the course with extra permissions, but you can have it in the actual community that you've actually created. So for example, here I have different communities. I have DV community, I have VIP, I have SiteCrafters. So this course can actually sit in SiteCrafters, and these members here will not have access to it. So it's automatic permissions. Okay, moving on. We have the chat. Of course, we have chats in Div University. I showed you that in my review. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Members. Of course, we have all our members here. In fact, let me just quickly show you where that is. So if I were to come here, that's my list of members, as you can see. So really, we're not far off. It's almost like for like in terms of the features. But do you know where things really make a big turn? As I mentioned earlier on, this is a community where you are building your community on their platform. So literally you're renting on their platform. But Fluent Community now allows you to build a community around your website, which means you have total control. You have 100% control, because all these users, you can add them onto your email list. You can automate all your tasks on your actual website. In fact, let me show you how that works. So when it comes to automations, Fluent Community and Fluent CRM really work well together. So if you integrate these, you can create automations like this. So for example, here I wanted to add lifetime members onto the group automatically without me doing it manually. So here I created an automation. So you can see here, add member to lifetime membership. This is done through a tag. So once a tag is applied, then what happens is Fluent CRM creates a brand new user. So I don't have to go in and create a user each and every time someone wants to join my community. So here you can see it sets a role as a subscriber, and then it generates a password automatically. And the really cool thing is it will send WordPress a user notification. It will send WordPress user notification email. So if I add the tag onto your name, this system will create a username and generate a password for you, and it'll send its password to you, which means you'll be able to log on to the website. Pretty clever stuff. Okay, so I'm going to close out of here. So what happens next? Add to space. Now this is where things get very exciting. So here I can select the spaces I want to add the user to. So you can see here, I mean, I've already gone ahead and done it, so I can't do it twice, but a user is added to the space here. I also, let's say I wanted to add them to several spaces, I can go in as well and add them to another space. But like I said, I've already done this already, so I can't select it twice. Okay. Next, you can write or send a welcome email. So you can see here, congratulations on becoming Divi University lifetime member. As a lifetime member, blah, 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 blah. So it is doing this automatically behind the scenes. So you know what's interesting is the amount of emails sent. I mean, it's fascinating while your system is working in automatic mode. So if I were to come over here to my settings, I can have a look at Fluent SMTP here and see what emails are being sent out. So I can go to my email logs here and I can tell straight away, okay, claim your Fluent community bonuses. Right. Okay. So an email was sent here, and yeah, it's amazing how the automation, really happens, and it gets the whole system working automatically. Now, one thing that I noticed here is the pricing is quite expensive, especially if you're starting off. And let's head over to the pricing tab. So over here, right away, you can see, okay, of course, you have a 14-day trial, but this is $89 per month. Okay. Now let's go to Fluent Community. By the way, I have an affiliate link. I mean, I'd really appreciate it if you could use that. So anyway, here we have a lifetime deal. This software that I'm talking about has the ability of doing everything that Circle does, and it does it on your WordPress website. So take a look at the pricing here. So for a single license, it's $199. You purchase it once and that's it. So if you know you're going to have one community and that's all you're going to have, you pay $199 and that's it. You don't have to pay anything extra, which is pretty cool. If you want to perhaps maybe do a few websites, this is the 5 site license, which is $399. $699, and if you're an agency, perhaps you'll probably go with the $949. Now these are all lifetime unlimited, so you'll get 100% updates and 100% support because this is lifetime. Okay, now over here, just take a look at the pricing. This is not a one-time fee, it's per month. So if you were to go with this one here, we're talking about $199 per month. This one here is $360 per month, and then you can go for custom pricing. So I know at first glance, when you take a look at the pricing over here, you'll be like, oh my goodness, $399, that's a lot of money. Why would I spend $399 for that? Now, let me tell you something. If you were going to create a few websites with this complexity and functionality for a business, you could easily charge $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, because this functionality, I mean, as you can see here, I mean, $199 per month. You can actually use this as an example to pitch your price for how much you're going to charge for your community website that you're going to build your client. So as you can see here, I mean, this is amazing in terms of the pricing that we're talking about here. This is really, especially if you're starting off, it's very, very expensive. So what else can you get with Fluent Community? So let's say you want to charge people for entering your community. Of course you can do that. It can be perhaps maybe $97 a year, or it could be $147 per year. You could give a discount. I mean, you could do that because I did this with Divi University. So think about it this way. You have your already existing WordPress website, and all you're doing now is adding the functionality of the community onto your existing website. So it will work with any other plugins like Shortcut. Like for example, I was using Shortcut to take my payments. You could use WooCommerce. You could use all your existing plugins, and this will work flawlessly. So this pricing here, it is fantastic. I mean, this is amazing, to be honest, because this will just add more functionality to the websites that you are going to be creating as a freelance designer or a design agency. So yes, go ahead and take a look at these two and compare, and let me know what you think in the comments box below. But this is the service that I could see online that is pretty much close to what Fluent Community does. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. Take care.